Hey backpackers, this is Juan from Juan Backpacks. I'm here today to tell you about two iPhone settings that I think are extremely important for backpackers to know about. And I'm going to tell you a quick story that kind of highlights the importance of these two features or these two settings in your iPhone. So, example, I did the High Sierra Trail last month, and a lot of times I would pull my phone out of my hip belt pocket and it'd be turned on. Maybe some apps would be working, or maybe the login screen had a few login attempts on it, and I didn't really think much of it. Mostly I thought, well, that's wearing down my battery, right? So fast forward to last week. I was doing a long hike, 3 days, 70 miles. On the second day, I did 27 miles and literally went to get my phone out of my hip belt pocket and realized that it had tried to, my phone had tried to log in on its own, bouncing around in my hip belt pocket numerous times to the point where the phone was completely locked. I had to have my iPhone reset. So once that happened to me, I got my iPhone reset on the way home. Actually ended up skipping the last 19 miles of the trip because I had no way to contact anybody. And so I skipped the last 19 miles, went to a store to get it reset. Once I did that, I started looking around at how I could set my phone up, my iPhone up, so when it's in my pack, in my pocket, in my fanny pack, or in my hip belt pocket, that it wouldn't turn on or wake up, right? And it wouldn't kind of jostle around and stand the chance of logins happening or different things being turned on. And here's what I came up with. Number one, you can shut off the wake up when you lift the phone or raise the phone, right? Changing that position will wake up the phone, and that was definitely happening in my hip belt pocket. The other thing that wakes the phone up is having the touch screen touched. And that was another thing that sometimes happens in my hip belt pocket. I could tell it just hits, maybe there's some sweat coming through, there's some moisture there, whatever that makes it happen, and it hits the the outside of my hip belt pocket or the inside of the material, and all of a sudden the phone's on in there. It's using a battery and or trying to log in on its own because it's bouncing around. And so I learned how to shut off the wake up when you lift it, also the touch screen. So now my phone, literally you have to hit the button on the side to wake the phone up, which is great if it's in your hip belt pocket, and then you can just log in as normal. This will definitely reduce the chances that your phone wakes up, that it eats up energy and or opens up apps or tries to log in to your phone and locks you out like what happened to me. So here is the explanation of how to do those settings. Okay, backpackers, now we're going to turn off the lift to wake or the raise to wake, and we're going to turn off the tap to wake. Those are the two functions that can be set off while the iPhone is in your backpack, in a hip belt pack, or in your fanny pack, or just somewhere in your backpack getting jostled around. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our settings. We open up settings. We're going to go down to display and brightness. We're going to scroll down, and mine is already off the rise to wake. You can see there it's green now. It says raise to wake. So I want to turn that off. So I hit it and it turns off. So now when my phone lifts up, raises, or gets jostled around my backpack, it's not going to automatically wake up, run down my battery, or even try to log in to where it locks you out eventually. So now let's shut down the tap to wake. To shut down the tap to wake, we have to go back out to the settings again. We're going to scroll down to accessibility, and we're going to click on the menu item that says touch. So you can probably see it there about halfway down on the screen. I hit that, and then we can see here the tap to wake right in the middle of the screen now. The tap to wake is not on. I'll turn it on. So that's what it looks like when it's on. It's green. And when I want to turn it off, I hit that little lever again, and the tap to wake is now turned off. And so I can go back out to my iPhone, turn everything off, and I'm ready to go. Now when I go into the backcountry, hit the trail, my iPhone's not going to be turning on in my pocket or in my backpack, wearing down my batteries over time and or trying to log me in, creating problems for me. So there you have it. Okay, there's the settings. Really simple, really important iPhone setting for backpackers to know about. So go ahead and get out your iPhones and do the settings, and you'll be all set, and you won't have your phone waking up when you don't want it to. Until next time, get out there, do some backpacking, do some hiking, do some fly fishing, maybe, yeah, some fly fishing. I will see you on my next video.